Hi guys, it's Alicia Portia. Welcome back to my channel. So I've been wanting to do this story time for a while. I'm just gonna jump right into it. So this story time starts with me when I was still dancing, being in the adult entertainment industry. I was at a club and I met a girl named Nikki, and to this day, we still keep in touch. We check up on each other. And when we first met each other, we like clicked instantly. We got super close super fast. We decided to like stay with each other after work and like go to work with each other the next day. We ended up getting hotels in Annapolis and just like, having girl time. We had been with each other 4 days after it was Sunday we met. We stayed with each other Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So, when you basically are living with somebody in a hotel, you really get to know somebody and you guys get like, there's really no closer you can get. So we were soon to find out that our personalities after a while can clash. Granted, this was during our active addiction. She's on cocaine, and other stuff. I'm during my Xanny binge. She calls it her cocaine psychosis, where literally those whole 4 days we were together, she did not sleep once. So I'm on my Xanny binge. I call it my Xanny binge because I'll go like 4 days on Xanax back then. And, when you're on Xanax, just the rules of the world just don't apply. You're 10 feet tall and bulletproof. You are super bold. You just don't even remember what happened the next day. The only reason I remember this is because, talking to her, she filled me in on some of like the missing spots. But this is a pretty memorable memory story. So I don't think anybody could really forget this story. So it's day shift on Thursday. We were pretty much at this point wanting to strangle each other because we just, arguing so much. She's being cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because she's had no sleep. I'm being a crazy, insane Portia, Portia, strung out Portia on Xanax, opiates, whatever, alcohol, all that. So I pretty much had it in my head that as soon as this shift is over, we are going our separate ways. I'm packing my stuff out of that hotel and I'm going home. So during this day shift, it was pretty slow. We're in the club in Baltimore and, she's on her phone. I'm on my phone. I see who she's DMing and it happens to be a rapper that I am very fond of. So this rapper, without saying his name, goes as the best rapper alive. He's a GOAT. He owns a record label from New Orleans. I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about. We're not going to say names because, as you will learn by the end of the video, this rapper has big, powerful ties to social media and probably, which I had to find out, in the real world too. So I'm only saying 25% out of 100% crazy ass story. This is probably the only part I can put on YouTube. So she's like going back and forth with this rapper. They're in deep conversation. I'm reading it and I'm like, damn, like you guys really know each other. So she's like, yeah, like, do you like him? I'm like, of course. Like, he's one of my favorite rappers growing up. He's like his whole songs are like theme songs to like my life. Like, I loved this rapper during high school from 2005 2010. Me and my girlfriends, every time his mixtape dropped, every time new album dropped, we was on it, memorizing every lyric to every song. We was true fans. So this she sends a picture of me to this rapper and his response is, I want to fly Portia out. So I'm thinking in my head, no way in hell. I don't care who you are. I'm not going by myself ever. That's just not a smart thing to do. Even though, obviously, this rapper was verified. This was DMing through Instagram. So I'm thinking, no way I'm going by myself. So he's like, I want to fly both of you out because they're old friends. You know what I mean? They want to catch up. So I'm thinking, okay, this will be really fun. I'm totally down. So we're ready to get on the next flight out. He's in New York. We're in Baltimore. The next flight out is until 7:30 Friday morning. So we're going to still stay for a night shift and work our shifts and try to get as much money as we can because we have to get as much drugs as we can because we have to bring these drugs on our flight to see this rapper in New York City. So not knowing how long we're going to stay, we just have to get as much money as possible so we can get as much drugs as possible so we can stay as long as possible. that was like our mindset, and that's just kind of how it is when you're in active addiction. You know, your whole life revolves around drugs. You have to accommodate everything, you know, revolving around, well, I have access to drugs, blah 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 blah. So we get off at 2 a.m. We're staying in a hotel in Annapolis. We get back to the hotel probably around 4 a.m. We have to literally be at the airport by 6 a.m. So we haven't packed. I need to sleep. We don't know how we're getting drugs on the plane, or I don't know. Nikki said she had it all figured out. I'm putting trust, my life in her hands, or my freedom in her hands, when she's, you know, a crazy person at this point, because she's so sleep deprived and so like coked up. So I set an alarm every hour on the hour. I wake up and I make sure, you know, Nikki's okay. And I keep telling her, try to get an hour of sleep, dude. You're going to look like a psycho in front of your friend. You're going to embarrass us all. So she keeps being like, you know, you worry about you, I'll worry about me. So I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. So at 6:30, my alarm goes off. We're just waking up, haven't packed, haven't done anything to prepare, except get drugs, of course. And I'm like, all right, throwing all of our stuff in duffel bags. We have like 3 duffel bags each that can barely zip because we don't know how long we're staying for. We don't know what we're going to wear. We want options. We have 1 duffel bag of shoes, 1 duffel bag of makeup and hair appliances, 1 duffel bag of clothes. We literally could barely zip these duffel bags. And I'm talking 3 each. So I'm zooming. Like I said, it's a 45-minute drive from Annapolis to BWI. So I'm zooming, right? To BWI. I just pull into the first parking lot I see once I get off the exit. So this parking lot, I still to this day don't even know where this parking lot is. Mind you, I know BWI like the back of my hand. I've flown out of BWI so many times. Nikki's flown out of BWI so many times. It literally was the fact that we were so like out of our minds and poorly planned that we parked in this parking lot, or that I parked in this parking lot. It took us 2 Ubers and a trolley to get to the gate. Mind you, I'm still drunk from the night before, and everything is just a fucking mess at this point. So we finally reach the gate, and we give our tickets to the people. It's like 8 o'clock at this point. They laugh at us. They're like, you know your flight is gone, right? Like, you had to know that. I guess we were hoping that 1, our flight got delayed, or 2, that, okay, put us on the next flight. I always miss flights. Even sober, I miss flights. And it's not really a big deal to get put on the next flight. So the next flight, of course, is until 4:30 p.m. So I just knew that this rapper was going to have a huge problem with this. I just knew. And I think the whole time Nikki was like in contact with this rapper, already saying crazy stuff to piss him off and to be like, what are you on? By the time she called him and said we missed the flight, I think that was just the cherry on top to make this rapper go berserk. This rapper took it so personally that we missed his flight that he bought for us, and that he was like offended, and like he was getting madder and madder, or more mad, whatever you guys know I'm trying to say. So I'm saying, all right, well, what are we gonna do about it? When's the next flight? Let's fix it. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, well, obviously we both can see the next flight is until 4:30 p.m. and I have an appearance that I wanted to take you guys to in Georgia or Texas, or I forget where, but obviously that's not gonna happen now. He was like, I pulled a lot of strings to like pull this off so fast, just going on and on. I didn't want to hear it. So Nikki's like basically just trying to finesse him at this point. She just wants a free trip out of it at this point. He literally catches on to what she's trying to like, he's starting to pick up what she's putting down. Her little finesse game is like on fleek right now. And I'm like, damn, she really might pull this off. We really might just get a free trip to New York City, all expenses paid, a nice like staying in the Ritz-Carlton, like the whole 9, without even having to see the rapper, even though I really wanted to go just for the rapper. But getting out of Maryland, going to the city with a girlfriend sounded like, you know, a good break from all the chaotic mess we were living in Maryland. So this rapper like interrupts her, says exactly what she says to him back to her, and says, you have to be out of your goddamn mind. You are one of the craziest people I've ever talked to in my life. Hangs up the phone. She's starting to cry, starting to get teary-eyed. I'm like, call him back and tell him we'll drive. I'll drive my car up there. We'll be there before 11 a.m. We'll be there before 10 a.m. Or no, probably like 10:30 a.m. She calls him back and says, my homegirl says she'll drive. You know, we're coming. he's like, okay, somewhere the conversation continued and it went really south really fast, and that caused him to hang up on her yet again. So I'm like, all right, well, what are we doing at this point? Are we driving? Like, what's the plan? I'm not letting it go. I'm telling her, call him back. She calls him back yet again a third time and realizes he blocked her number. Mind you, we're still in front of the ticket booth / weighing the bags area. These people behind the desk are like having a front row show to the Nikki and Portia shit show. They're literally as invested in our situation as we are as to what happens next. It's like a front row reality live show that they're watching. So because we're screaming this rapper's name, like, call this rapper's name back, call so-and-so back, call F so-and-so. Well, what's so-and-so's problem? Just so-and-so is insert rapper's name here. So they're like, oh my God, are they really talking to this, like, this is like really entertaining me. And like, finally, she's like, he blocked my number. So I'm like, okay, go on your Instagram and DM him. She can't get on her Instagram for some reason. I'm searching her Instagram in the search bar. I can't get on her Instagram. Her Instagram's been deleted. And the time of him and her having that conversation, hanging up, her crying, her trying to call him back, realizing that they got her number blocked. He got her Instagram deleted like that. It had to have been 5 minutes or less. He got her Instagram deleted like that. She had 30K followers on her Instagram. She networks on her Instagram. She uses her Instagram to make money. She was in tears. She wasn't a mess at this point. She was a disaster. So everything would have been good if I just said, all right, let's go back to the car. Let's try to get Ubers and backtrack our way and find where the hell I parked. Except for she started bucking at me, saying I got her Instagram deleted. Like, I have enough pull, number one, to get someone's social media deleted. And like, I was like, Nikki, I've been standing with you this entire time. Is this real life right now? So at this point, I'm ready to get high. We literally take 2 Ubers back. The second Uber kicked us out on the side of the highway where we ended up getting a bus and finding where I parked. So while we were arguing in the car, this Uber was like, get out, both of you. He had enough of us. He was like, please, both of you, out now. Cancels the trip. We're on the side of the highway. I literally, at this point, we're either about to physically fight, I'm either about to leave her stranded, or I'm going to suck my pride up yet again and try to just get her into the car so I can get us both home safely and separate as fast as possible. So we finally find my car. I'm like, all right, well, where are my drugs? Because, she had this whole smart plan that she knows how to smuggle drugs. I literally open my carry-on, and they're in between like a shirt and a pair of shorts, or like a dress and a shirt. If we had gone through security check, I would have been in handcuffs. They would have been like, what is this? And like pulled it right out. Because your carry-ons go through an x-ray. Well, everything goes through an x-ray. Your carry-ons go through an x-ray. Or I'm sorry, did the carry-ons go through? Back then, the carry-ons, it was either my carry-on or it was my suitcase, whatever. She put it in the bag that was going through the x-ray. I literally would have been in handcuffs. I was like, it was a good thing we did not try to go through security check, because I literally would have been detained, and it's a felony to try to. I just thank God today that we didn't get on that flight. So I'm at this point, ready to get the F away from her. I'm like, where do you want to go? She's like, well, I'm meeting this new sugar daddy and we have an appointment at Annapolis Mall, so just drop me off there. Bitch, it's 8:30 in the morning. I'm like, the mall's not even open. What appointment do you have? At what restaurant? At what meeting point? The mall's not even open. I'm thinking this all in my head. Like, this girl is just like, she's delusional. I'm delusional. Oh my God. Just recipe for a disaster. So I just take her to the mall, let her go, and I'm zooming off. That's like, this is 25% of 100% crazy ass story. That's where we're going to end it. So thank you guys for watching. I I am still working on more content, working on my documentary. Hopefully I'll be posting more content soon. If you guys like story times, let me know. Give me feedback. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.